Okay, Fiddlin' Rick here, and been seeing all these guys teaching fingerstyle guitar on YouTube, and they're showing you pattern picking, which is not what you want to learn, other than maybe to get some flexibility into your fingers. But fingerstyle guitar is not about pattern picking, unless you're just accompanying your singing. You can do a pattern over and over, but really fingerstyle guitar, what you're trying to do is emulate a piano where you've got a bass going back and forth, and you've got a melody, a free melody that's not tied to the bass. And that's what you want to do. Your thumb is your left hand on the piano, and your fingers are your right hand. So the way I learned this is by listening to Mississippi John Hurt records over and over and trying to play like he played. And I developed some exercises when I used to teach guitar, and I've taught a lot of people how to play fingerstyle. And so I would just want to show you a little bit about how that works. What you do is you get a bass going, like let's say we'll take a G chord. Let's see, I need to move over a little bit. Okay, just a G chord. Oh, and one thing about the G chord, play your G chord like this. Don't play it like this unless you just want to be a strummer. This G chord doesn't do you much good at all. It leaves your little finger out here. But if you play the G chord like this, you've got another finger here to go to the G7th. You can go. Got all kinds of free fingers to do stuff with. Plus, you know, you're going from G to C to F. You know, it's just all right there instead of having to flip back and forth like this, like I see people do. Anyway, so play your G chord like that with your third finger on the G. So, if you're holding that G chord, you get your bass going with your thumb between the 4th string and the 6th string. Get up here so you can see it. Okay, you got a bass going like that, right? Get nice and relaxed with that. And now you remember this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to start by putting a melody note on the 1. So it'll be in unison with this lower bass note. You could say that's a pattern because I'm doing a pinch, thumb, 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 pinch, thumb, thumb, thumb. But don't think of it as a pattern. Think of it as you got your thumb going like this, and then you're just bringing in those melody notes. And stop playing the melody every now and then so that you make sure it's not a pattern. Okay, so when you get comfortable with that, play different melody notes too. I'm playing the 1st string right now, but on a G chord, but you could also make it a G7th, or just the open E, or go down to your 2nd string. And remember to leave it out every now and then so it doesn't become a pattern. And even the open 3rd string. Okay, then what you do is put a note on the beat 3. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So the beat 3 is another lower bass note. Again, it looks like a pattern perhaps because you've got pinch, thumb, pinch, thumb, pinch, thumb. But leave it out every now and then so it's not a pattern. Then what you want to do is make your melody notes in unison with the upper bass note, which is on the 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what we're going to do is play notes on any of the beats, 1, 2, 3, or 4. for a couple hours. Then what you want to do is play in between the bass notes. So when you're leaving the low note, coming to the higher bass note. Or when you're leaving the upper bass note, coming to the lower. Makes it all up. And again, remember to leave it out every now and then so it's not a pattern. And eventually you can go. So when you're working on this, you got your bass going like that. See what you can do to mess yourself up. When you try and play two melody notes together, and you'll find that your thumb is going to want to go like that. So you just got to stop, concentrate on the thumb going like that, and then try and play very syncopated. Tired of the G chord, play any chord, play A chord. So that's how it's done, and happy picking.